Good afternoon, new 1%. It's Satoshi Boomin coming at you with another video. Guys, I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. Please hit that subscribe button for me. I love each and every one of you. I got my hot tea and honey locked and loaded. Let's get into the Cardano updates. But before we do that, I have scammers in my comment section impersonating me, trying to get you to go to WhatsApp for some reason. I don't use WhatsApp. I don't think anybody in America uses WhatsApp. So they must be from the other side of the country. They're not too smart either. They have bad grammar. So let's just make sure that we're not, clicking on links. We're not, just be smart. I'm never going to contact you for anything. If you want to get a hold of me, the only way to do that is YouTube or Twitter. That's it. I don't have WhatsApp. I don't have Discord. I don't have Telegram. I don't have Instagram. None of that. All right, guys. Love you. Looking at the price for Cardano today, we're at $1.15, up about 0.7% on the day. Not really too much price action today. Looks like we're just kind of moving sideways, and hopefully we can regain our all-time highs here. It's been about 6 days since we've corrected from the all-time high. Things are still moving pretty good though, all things considered. When in doubt, guys, zoom out. If you watch both of my videos, then that is pretty much my favorite phrase of all time. When we do zoom out, guys, things really don't look so bad now, do they? Things really don't look too bad. And when we look at the whole chart as a whole, things look great. So all in all, we're doing okay. Hit those subscribe button, guys. We're trying to get to 10K. I love you guys. We're doing these 2-a-days daily for the rest of time. So please, if you would ever be so kind to drop a like, that would be amazing. Moving on. We got big news, guys. The interview with Charles and Real Vision is out. Unfortunately, you have to put in your email and sign up for Real Vision. I'm going to do that after this video. I really do want to check this out. This is going to be great. This is definitely going to be great. Real Vision is a great platform. They have amazing crypto personalities on their channel almost daily. So I would highly recommend you guys subscribe to Real Vision. You guys listen to Real Vision. There's some really smart people that speak on there, especially about finance. And the great thing about this stuff is, guys, is that it's all free. That's what I love about the decentralized world and the decentralized internet. All this beautiful information that we are so lucky to be part of the 21st century. We're so lucky to be born when we were born, so that information just flows so freely that we have more knowledgeable society these days. And just to be a part of it makes me very, very happy. And another thing that's great, over here on the trending, this is a little bit of sidebar. The Senate debates the $1.9 trillion relief bill, guys. This is going to get passed. There are people out there that need more STEMI checks. People out there who still are struggling to find a job, especially like if you were extremely specialized and your factory or something got shut down and you're like an engineer for like extremely specific parts and things that aren't really common. People who income earners that got laid off are really struggling in that end. Low end, I don't want to say low end, but service industry jobs all wiped out. So at the end of the day, guys, we're gonna need another STEMI check, which only bodes well for the markets. And remember, guys, when you get your STEMI check, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but when you get your STEMI check, please do what the 1% is going to do with it. Buy assets. Don't go out and, spend all your money on a vacation, some new shoes, and everything that plebs do. All right? That's the end of my soapbox for today. Real Vision. Real Vision interview is out. This is awesome. Sign up with your email. It's free to watch it, but just sign up with your email and you can watch it before it gets released on YouTube. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about liquid finance again, guys. This is one of the first decentralized applications, amongst many, many more, guys. There's going to be so many ways to make money on the Cardano blockchain. I'm super excited. But this is Liquid. This is the first one. Liquid Finance team is currently in the early exploration phase, but theoretically, what they're trying to do is to try to build Liquid so that you can still stake your coins, but also provide liquidity to a platform, and thus being able to earn money kind of three ways, because you earn money through staking, you earn money through transaction fees, and you earn money through people borrowing on the Liquid Finance platform. So it's pretty awesome. Let's take a look. We're not going to go over the whole thing here, but it is interesting to see a couple of these points. So Liquid is an open source liquidity protocol, and its use case is built upon lending. Liquid is for anyone who owns ADA and wants to use ADA as a collateral to open a loan in United States dollars, with use cases for developers and stake pool operators who are in the Cardano ecosystem who don't want to create taxable events and want to leverage their ADA earnings to earn some yield. So yeah, guys, every time you convert your crypto to another crypto, you get a taxable event. I'm doing my taxes and I'm scared because I did a lot of trading last year. I did a lot of trading, and you know, a lot of that stuff is kind of a gray area, like all the transactions. It's really weird, and they need to change these crypto laws, or like I'm dipping out of America. I'm gonna go to like Australia somewhere and just brave the large spiders and the large animals that freaks me out. Anyway, sorry. Ultimately, it's for anyone who needs lending or borrowing services in a decentralized way. They go down to talk about, is it possible to yield farm LQ tokens? So Liquid Finance is going to be putting out LQ tokens. These are governance tokens used for voting on the Liquid.Finance ecosystem in order to improve it. So Liquid Finance aims to enable staking and yield farming simultaneously. Cameron said, "We are still in early exploration. It depends phase. Theoretically, yes, it's possible. It has a lot to do with the way Cardano staking works, meaning you don't actually have to lock ADA when you stake it in staking pools." Now, they're trying to work on it. Charles was kind of wishy-washy on that as well. So we're just gonna have to take the wait and see approach. Obviously, once decentralized applications get on the Cardano blockchain, staking is definitely going to take a hit, because people are going to want to move their coins from staking and to put them in, you know, these decentralized protocols, which is understandable. But, you know, there's a bag that I'm never going to leave staking, because that's going to be like my retirement fund. But that's neither here nor there. As Cameron said, ADA users are rather delegating staking. They're staking their ADA in the staking address. Liquid would basically sign the transaction body with the staking address of the user. This allows stake to be used in the pool. So what you could take is unborrowed ADA. Each of these markets has a utilization ratio, which is basically a function that combining the amount of supply and the amount of borrow. So I have a very low utilization ratio. That means many people have supplied, but not many people have borrowed at all. At a very high utilization ratio, I'm almost near 1.1 in terms of how much I have on the supply side and how much is on the borrowed side. So meaning not many people can take out loans when the utilization is very high. It wouldn't be very cool if you had all this unborrowed ADA that can be staked in the staking pools they've entered in, unless that ADA becomes borrowed. So basically, it just goes on to say it depends. They're still working on it, and there will be more information soon. With that, we have the LQ token, guys. So they're going to be releasing an LQ token. I think you need... So how I see this is, once they announce it, you will be able to send ADA to a staking address, quote unquote staking address. This will be on the Ethereum, Ethereum virtual machine. So it'll kind of work like that. In addition, it's already known that LQ tokens will be distributed. So 60% of all the LQ tokens, there will be 21 million of them, are going to the community, 24 to the core team, 10% to yield farming, which is next here we're going to talk about, and 5% to the DAO treasury and 1% to the consultants. So for the yield farming feature, this is a bit different. It's called hydroponica. Mentioned above, So we'll get the LQ tokens. We'll be able to stake those LQ tokens, if I'm not mistaken, in order to yield farm more ADA. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. So you'll be able to yield farm with the LQ tokens. You'll be able to stake those and then still receive more interest on that. It looks like 2.78 per epoch. So the initial yield farming staking contract on the KEV will be the user's first option to earn LQ. So they're going to release a staking contract. You send your ADA there, you'll be able to earn LQ tokens. This has not been released. Do not send your ADA anywhere right now. Cardano's KEVM sidechain is dependency on the YF product launch and is subject to depend on IOHK. So it's all up to IOHK as fast as they can release this stuff. So yeah, this is very exciting, guys. I'm so super excited about Liquid. Please take a look at this AMA here, not AMA, take a look at this video here for more information on Liquid. And as more information on Liquid comes out, I will be here to talk about it. Now, this is very, very interesting, guys. I don't want to go ahead and spread FUD or anything like that. I want to just put the information out there, and I want you guys to make your own decision. So, shout out to Steve Odd on Reddit. He posted this. This is a very interesting podcast as well. Ben Eddington, lead product owner of Ethereum 2.0 client Teku, admits ETH 2.0 will not fix gas crisis. Common to contrary belief of ETH-based developers. So let's take a look at a little snippet of what he has to say, and I want you to make your own choices, do your own research. Listen to the whole podcast if you want, and then you can make those decisions yourself. So let's take a look at a short little blurb here of what he has to say. About a couple of minutes. A couple of minutes.
Evan Van Ness, who writes Week in ETH News, kind of critiqued that on Twitter and said, like, well, maybe like a lot of other people were also thinking this at the time, and Vitalik just kind of put it in ink. So I want to get your take on the podcast for listeners, and like, because Ethereum governance is decentralized, and every way you look at it, there's a different part, and it's kind of like the elephant metaphor. We're all at different places on the elephant. We all see different things, but I kind of often see Vitalik, his writing at least, kind of giving like a general direction for where things are going. And so that's how I took that essay personally. But I'd be interested to see what you think about that whole decision, that essay.
Yeah, so I think it's more about communication than anything else. And we haven't always been great at communicating very clearly what the plan is at any given time. And as I mentioned earlier, it does change, it does evolve. Evan is correct that for some time now, for maybe 9 months, that roll-ups have been a credible future direction for scaling Ethereum. But I don't think we communicated that very well. So we had this very linear roadmap with this phase 1, phase 0, phase 1, phase 2, and everybody kind of understood that. And when that changed, when we put roll-ups at the heart of things, and we sort of said, okay, we'll push phase 2 to the distant future, and we'll focus on sharding and executable beacon chain. I don't think that a lot of people in the community more broadly pick that up. My evidence for that is that, we've got this current gas price crisis, and a lot of people are tweeting about, we need ETH2 ASAP to fix this. And actually, ETH2 as currently planned doesn't fix the gas price at all. So there's a lot of misunderstanding around this, and I wanted to communicate a bit more clearly what the current plan is.
So it's straight from the horse's mouth. Now, I'm not spreading FUD or anything, guys. These things are very, very difficult to work on, okay? Ethereum 2.0 is literally creating another blockchain from scratch, pretty much. And it's complicated. It's hard. It takes a long time to do. We've seen it in the Cardano community. It took darn near 5 years to bring out Shelley. Almost 4 years to bring out Shelley, a full proof of stake algorithm. And Ethereum's going not only from proof of work, which is its own consensus algorithm, its own set of science, its own set of issues. It's trying to create a whole new chain and move from proof of work to proof of stake And, you know, it's going to take some time, and things aren't probably going to work right the first time. I mean, we see it in Cardano. You know, when Daedalus first got launched, you know, it was slow but optimization comes. And I think that there's room for both. There's room for Ethereum. There's room for Cardano. It's not a zero-sum game. I just think that Cardano, once fully released and Gogan fully released, it will take control. It will be ahead of Ethereum due to this. I mean, people, you know, I haven't traded on, done any DeFi for a while because gas prices are just extremely too high. In order to interact with a complicated smart contract, I seen on Twitter, bruh, in order to like do some of these yield farming things, brothers were paying $2,000 in fees. $2,000. That is unacceptable. And, you know, with ETH 2.0 coming out, you know, they don't have multi-asset transaction payments like Cardano does. You can't pay transaction fees in other assets. You have to pay it in ETH, thus driving up prices. So, you know, you need to make that decision yourself. I'm still bullish on ETH. I think that ETH and Cardano can coexist together. I just think that Cardano is going to be a little bit better, in my humble opinion. And it seems that Charles thinks so too. He actually said that he doesn't even think about Ethereum anymore. It's kind of like fighting somebody in a wheelchair, you know. And, you know, if they don't get these Ethereum fees figured out, I would agree. Moving on. And lastly, guys, this is amazing here, guys. We have a whole stake pool running the future of the decentralized financial network of the world. This is amazing. Crypto Joe, SPO, he's a stake pool operator. I'm doing stake pool operating shout outs, guys. If you're a stake pool operator and you want some advertisement, hit me up on Twitter. Like, for real, I need to get this bag. I'm tired of working. I'm tired of being a wage slave. Help a brother out. Anyway, with the Cardano Twitter, be interested in a live stream on how I operate Raspberry Pi cluster. Yes. We need this. I will feature this, and I will probably copy it, and there will be probably a Boomin pool. That would be so lit. A Boomin pool? Oh my gosh, bro. Like, all y'all need to delegate the Boomin pool. Maybe coming up in the future. Please do it. I would love to. I've been thinking about becoming an SPO. You know, I'm not really too good at system admin stuff, but I'm sure I can fumble my way around it. But with a dedicated YouTube video on how to set up the pool, how to do these things, that would be great. So shout out to you, Crypto Joe. I definitely want to see this. I definitely want to see a full live stream if you have a full tutorial on how to do this. I mean, these Raspberry Pis you could buy for literally, you know, $20, and you could run the world's financial operating system on it. Absolutely insane, guys. This is where the world is now. And I'm so happy to be a part of it. Thank you to our wonderful Patreon subscribers, AJ, Brett Garlic House, Mac Harris, Sergio, Lassie Nielsen, The Fern Line, Jeffrey, Ethan, AmericaHomeRemedies.com, Maryland 4 Crypto, Boost Wayne, Feruz Den, Brady Adams, Joe Jimenez, Kyle Bocci, CryptoSVT.si, Eric Parra, at Dig the Voice for the People, HBDSouthBay.com, Daniel Aid, Crypto Kid Trails, and Clydeback ZH. Thank you again, guys, for rocking with me and being 10 toes down, baby. Hit that subscribe button for me. Don't get scammed. There are people impersonating me in the comments section with very, very poor grammar. And, you know, these scammers are really, really pissing me off because they're misrepresenting the whole thing. They're misrepresenting the game, bro. Like, if you spent as much time scamming as you did working hard, you'd be in a lot better position. And, you know, I watch these scamming videos on YouTube sometimes. Man, I ain't even going to say it because I'm not a racist or anything like that. You know, I believe in equality for all, but, you know, geez, man, get a life. Just get a life. Do something positive with your life, scammers. Like, that's your problem. You bring negativity into your life, and, you know, bad things happen to you, so you're angry and you're sociopathic and you want to steal things from people. Yes, you got dealt a bad hand, but We live in a world now where wealth mobility is at an all-time high. Move out of that shitty place that you're in. Okay? Work. Move out. Move to a better place. Learn the language, and you'll be able to have a good life like the rest of us. But people want the easy way out. People want to scam and want to be generally bad people. I know the scammers probably ain't going to watch this video. They just set up a bot of some kind and, you know, are releasing it. But if one of you scammers are watching this to the end, which I highly doubt it's going to be a thing, like, bro, like, there's a lot better ways to get money out here than to be deceitful and, you know, just mislead people. Like, why would you take advantage of vulnerable people? These are the people that you need to protect. Okay? You know, we're not animals. Well, we are animals, but we're not, you know, bloodthirsty, blood-sucking animals. People have lives. People have, you know, worked hard for their money. Anyway, I love you guys. Don't let your memes be dreams. I will talk to you tomorrow with the VeChain updates. Bye.